It's not a grudge. It's called a spreadsheet. I was watching this video of this baker, and she started doing her baking. The people that were asking for cupcakes and cakes and stuff like that, some of them they paid, but the friends, they wanted discounts. So she gave them the prices after they asked, and they gave her what they thought she deserved for her hard work after she gave them her price, which was only covering the basics. She wasn't charging them for extra taxes or extra fees. She was only charging them for the product and the time that she has to take to do it. Now she still has people that buys her stuff and they pay full price after she gives them the quote, and she also have people that still refuse to pay what they owe, and they say, you're bringing up old stuff. I'm gonna make my point in a second. They say you're bringing up old stuff. That's stuff from the past, right? Oh, you're gonna charge me? I'm family discount. Well, my price is the family discount, right? Because no one thinks about the person putting in the work, especially when that work that they're putting in can make other people's lives better. And on top of them putting in the work, they lowball their price so that people can be able to afford it and enjoy the same, experience and quality that those famous bakers and the ones you see on TV, the same quality that they have, but with local prices, right? When people see you, and this could be referred to as the water bottle, your value is only worth where you're, currently positioned. And if you're not appreciated where you are, then you might be in a wrong environment. So you got to change your environment so you'll be more appreciated. And I feel like that's what I've been doing, because I don't see other people as the issue, and I don't see myself as the starter of the issue. And in some cases, I don't see myself as, even if I did start the issue, it makes me want to move away even more, because I don't want to have issues. I don't want to have disagreements. I don't want to have my honesty when you are asking for it. I don't want to have that be your reason to make me the evil villain in your story. And I'm blunt and I'm honest, even with myself. That's why I'm able to be blunt and honest with other people. And that always drives a wedge in friendships, when you want somebody to just listen to your shit while you constantly and continuously do the same old bullshit. So you're just draining somebody's energy and thinking that that's going to be okay in the future when it's time to pay your loan. You take out a loan on people's energy, especially when you have somebody good in your life. The universe has sent somebody into your life that you've prayed for, and you took them for granted. So now that their value has went up, you think you should have the same access to their energy. You think you should have the same access to their hard work. You think you should have the same access for whatever reason for whatever reason, period. You feel like you deserve to have the same access for whatever reason, period. I'm not going to start giving reasons, because I don't make excuses for people that are takers and take advantage of good people. I've never been one to do that, because that'll be me telling somebody to, oh, hush up, that's just how they are. Oh, hush up, just move, just get away from that person, right? I move away, and I also do I take the proper steps to never have that issue or that situation bring itself back up again. Because how many times are you going to go through something or experience something and have to learn that lesson before you actually learn the lesson and you no longer see that scenario or that situation repeat itself. That's when you find yourself in the spiral of life, and you get to go back around and see how you were when you first started and you were giving everybody access, and then you became more valuable within yourself, and then you start cutting access. You probably start raising your prices, so that way the people that don't value you, they can cut themselves off and they can stop coming to you, because no matter how they feel, they can't stop your progress. Somebody else's feeling towards your life and your evolution and development should have nothing to do with you. If anything, you deserve to be slapped in the back of your head for even thinking or having any type of emotion or feeling towards them. And I understand you got a kind, soft heart, but take that kindness and that softness and give it to yourself, because you taking that kindness and that softness and giving it to someone else is going to keep you from realizing your true value, because you keep giving that love to other people freely. You keep giving access. You keep giving your new level of awareness and reality. You keep giving that access to the people that's never seen you or never appreciated you or never valued you when you didn't even value or see yourself. So it's not keeping a grudge. It's not holding a grudge. The people that think you're holding a grudge are the ones that want you to forget and to just let them do whatever they do and continue to hurt you. Right? Because there's no better apology than changed behavior. If they're not willing to meet you where you are and catch up or keep up, then they deserve to be where they are. They deserve to stay where they stand. It's not their responsibility to be where you are. It's your responsibility to be where you are. And it's not your responsibility to make sure they get to where you are, or they get to enjoy what you enjoy and have worked so hard for. Because then what about you? What about the people that actually appreciate you? What about the people that actually look at you and they might be a little bit shy or nervous to approach you or come towards you, but if they do, they're not going to harm you or take advantage of you or take you for granted. They're actually going to appreciate everything that you have to give them, offer them, or sell them. And they'll probably be returning customers. Those are the ones that I care about. Those are the ones that you have to care about, especially if you're doing anything. The ones that's going to reciprocate your energy, not the ones that's just going to take from you. Because you'll find yourself drained. And you will never be able to see the value that you could bring to the world. You wouldn't be able to see the value that you could bring to yourself. You wouldn't be able to see the value that you could bring to a stranger that don't even know you from a can of paint, just by hearing you speak or seeing your video or seeing your song or seeing your article online or your review or anything like that. You have no idea how many lives you can actually change in a good, positive way when you finally give yourself that love. Give yourself that value that you're trying to hand to everybody else for free. It might feel lonely at first, but hey, it's already lonely when you're giving it to other people and you don't feel it in return. No matter how much you try to force it, if you don't feel it, it's not there. You can't con yourself out of what you feel, because you're going to start vomiting and throwing up. And you're going to constantly try to force yourself to feel something that is not there. You can't force yourself to feel something that's not there. You know what that is? Somebody is trying to take advantage of you. And they're trying to beat you down mentally so that you can accept them for whatever it is that they think they have to offer you. And whatever that is they think they have to offer you might not be what you deserve. Because before that, they weren't trying to offer you anything. Before you found value in yourself, they weren't trying to offer you anything at all. But now that you found value in yourself, they have something to offer. And that thing that they have to offer is an empty promise that's going to constantly leave you wondering if they're ever going to be, or if there's ever going to be anything that amounts from whatever that is. I said this years ago. Don't let me get to a point where I'm financially stable and no longer interested in love, because by then it'll be too late. And the umpire already said go. And I passed the starting line. And I'm not going to stop my speed, adjust my pace, or slow down for anybody. Because when I was cheering other people on, I'm still cheering other people on. But when that's all I was doing, yeah, it was never appreciated. When I was telling people everything that I had going on in my life, every single time I had a plan or I was talking to somebody or this or that, and I said something to other people, my shit just started messing up. I can't catch a break. I'm praying for everybody that's, unappreciative of what I bring, what I sacrifice. But that's okay, because I don't have to mention it. I just have to remove myself. Like I say, if I'm the problem, I'm gonna remove myself. I'm not gonna stay around. I'm not gonna stay somewhere that I'm not welcome. I'm not gonna stay somewhere that I'm not wanted. I'm gonna find a way to leave. And especially if it's somewhere that you're staying, that you're not welcome, and they're trying to make it hard for you to leave. Also, on top of that, you're not welcome there. It's very hard for you to actually find love in yourself, because you're surrounded by an environment that's keeping you stuck somewhere that you're not welcome. And while you're there, it's mentally and physically draining, because they're taking everything that it would take for you to be able to leave that situation or that environment. So if I'm the problem, I'll remove myself gladly, happily, because what a man wants is peace. What I want is peace. And for anyone that wants peace, you better be ready for war. And that's exactly what I faced, looking for peace outside of myself, until I removed myself and I was able to be placed and delivered to a place where I can be by myself and be with myself, until it was time for me to choose myself. And now that I've chosen myself, I don't want to make myself have to choose somebody else, because I don't need to. I'm not saying I wouldn't accept help and assistance, but to get myself in a situation where I'm at somebody else's mercy, it would never happen again. I would rather die building what I'm building than to sacrifice another minute to pour into somebody else when I have been emptied from pouring into someone and people, while they fill up somebody else with the nourishment that I bring. So like God told the devil, in the deserts, on the sand, on your belly you shall crawl, and the dust is what you shall eat, because I will not be feeding you my energy, and I will cut you down to protect my physical, intellectual, or spiritual property. Outside of that, I feel amazing, yo. I hope y'all feeling good too. I'm like, yo, the energy that I got up today with, like, oh, man. Seeing the same things that happened in previous years. I'm talking about 2016 the same choices that I made then, I'm looking at the opportunity to make those same choices right the fuck now. And I'm so uninterested in making that choice and making that fucking same decision. Right? Because I don't like learning the same lesson over and fucking over. The only reason I had to learn the same lesson the fuck over and over is because I made one mistake and I didn't keep my faith. But there's no but I'm saying why. I was in a space where I didn't listen to the messages, and I didn't listen to the warnings. And because I missed those warnings, I put myself in a situation where I was with friends that I was with people that I called my friends, but I wasn't their friend, right? Like, I was friend to them, but they weren't friend to me. So ultimately, I was betrayed, and my own place, my own house that I got from my own friend that helped me, the same friend that told me to get a 1-bedroom by yourself. I wanted to go and move with friends, but I made that mistake, and I'll never make that mistake. I never made that mistake again. I wanted to be a husband and have a family, so I wanted to get married and do the thing the right way. I didn't listen to my father. He told me to wait. Get yourself situated. I thought that, I was in love, and I thought she loved me. So I did it. That was another mistake. And my third mistake was thinking that my own sister wouldn't have me in a worse situation and take advantage of the situation that I'm already in. And that was my final mistake. And I wouldn't make another one. Because I will not die a monster. You put yourself around people that would turn you into a monster. I would die a hero before I see myself become a monster. I drink Monster energy drink, so I remind myself about how many people tried to turn me into a fucking monster. And now I'll gladly be the villain in their bullshit, fucked up ass, stupid ass, and good for nothing ass stories. I'll be Galactus in your story, but ain't no Silver Surfer coming to stop me. I'm the motherfucking wave. Fuck the Silver Surfer. I'm the wave. All I need is my team, a 3D web designer, so that we could build the future. I don't have time to stop. I don't have children. I'm so beautifully grateful and lucky and blessed not to have children right now, because I would have missed this opportunity that's greater than anything that I have ever dreamed. And I patiently await the time that is divine for the universe to bring me together with my team so that we can get to work and change the world and do it beautifully in all its magical glory, in its most glorious form.